Imagine waking up not in your bedroom, but on cold ground, under strange morning light. There are no walls, no mirror, no door, only wind and watching eyes. You stand slowly and suddenly notice the tribe is looking directly at you. Not like they see a person, but something that can be judged. And in that moment, a feeling may have been born for humanity. Today we close bathroom doors and hide from cameras when we look wrong. We feel ashamed of stomachs, skin, hair, faces, age, and tiny imperfections. But when did a human first think, something is wrong with me? Here is the frightening part. Because the body was not always a problem. Legs did not need beauty. They needed speed, balance, endurance, and escape. Hands did not need perfection. They held stone, fire, food, children, weapons. Skin was not decoration. It was the border between life and death. Scars were not hidden then. Scars proved hunger, danger, pain, and survival. The body was a map, written by cold nights and violent mornings. But one day, humans stopped simply living inside their own bodies. They began to see the body from outside, and everything changed. Imagine a small, ancient tribe near a river after a difficult hunt. People drink, wash, and clean animal blood from hands and faces. One person bends lower than the others, tired, thirsty, almost falling forward. The river becomes still, and suddenly a face appears beneath the surface. Not a hand, not a foot, not a shadow on the ground. A whole face appears, eyes staring back, mouth moving perfectly together. For 1 second, the ancient brain may not understand the vision. Is it an enemy, a spirit, another person, or is it me? But this is only half the story, because water was not enough. The real mirror was never water. The real mirror was other eyes. Before mirrors, humans learned who they were through the watching tribe. If people looked calmly, you were safe. If they turned, danger began. If they laughed, you lost status. If they whispered, fear had arrived. In a small group, you could not simply leave and restart life. Your tribe was food, protection, warmth, future, memory, and survival itself. Losing respect could mean losing life. Slowly, outside the firelight. A predator could tear the body, but the tribe could exile you first. And in the ancient world, exile was often a very slow death. Now, imagine a teenager in the tribe, no longer treated as a child. Yesterday, his body was just a body. Today, everyone sees change. His voice breaks, smell changes, hair appears, and attention becomes heavier. People look differently now, not at a child, but a future adult. With that gaze comes pressure to fit, perform, and be accepted. Be strong, useful, desirable, not weak, not strange, not rejected. But the strangest part begins when bodies start being compared. As long as bodies were only bodies, there was less shame. But when one body seemed stronger, faster, healthier, everything changed again. Someone received more attention, while someone else remained outside the circle. Humans began noticing difference first in others, then inside themselves. Is my body weaker? My face worse? My scar too frightening? Is my sickness visible? My smell wrong? My aging body becoming useless? At that moment, the body became a message to other people, and humans began to edit themselves, cover, decorate, paint, hide, correct. Clothing may have been more than protection from cold and weather. It may have become the first way to control another gaze. Hide weakness, show status, cover wounds, separate children from adults. And here, everything becomes frightening, because shame is not just discomfort. Shame is an ancient alarm saying, you may be rejected soon, you may be seen incorrectly, compared, judged, and pushed outside belonging. A modern person stands before a mirror, but the brain sees tripe. Today, nobody exiles us from caves because of one small pimple. Yet inside, the same ancient fear switches on without asking. They will see me, judge me, compare me, choose me or not. The body becomes a battlefield, not against hunger, but against gazes. Now imagine the worst. The body reveals what someone desperately hides. Fear, illness, weakness, pregnancy, injury, old age, origin, and low status. If the body looked dangerous, the group could move away fast. If someone seemed weak, food, protection, and attention might disappear. Shame became a way to hide before rejection happened first. Do not let them see, understand, or turn away before you. But shame also helped make humans social, cruelly but effectively. It forced people to watch themselves, their smell, posture, and behavior. It taught the rules, what can be shown, what must stay hidden, when to smile, stay quiet, stand out, or show strength. Shame was a painful language of survival among other people, but the price was enormous. Humans separated from their own bodies. Not what do I feel, but how do I look to them? Not am I alive, but is this body acceptable enough? And that fracture still lives inside us, every day, everywhere. We live surrounded by mirrors, glass, cameras, screens, profiles, and avatars. We see ourselves more than ancient humans might have in lifetimes. We check our faces, delete pictures, compare bodies to invisible crowds. We are no longer ashamed before a tribe around a fire. We are ashamed before an invisible crowd. The brain still believes. Here is the real climax. Body shame does not prove ugliness. It proves humans survived too long beneath the gaze of others. We inherited the fear of being seen incorrectly and not accepted. The scariest thing was never nakedness. It was being seen and rejected.